Welcome back. Hey, boom, sucker. I hate how the intro just kind of
Wait, why does it stop like that? Carlo, get on that, man. Fix
Yeah,
it.
it's so bad. Like the music bed keeps going, but then it just cuts black. So I need to I have to like transition it to us, and it's all bad. It's
You're
all
not
bad.
good at
But it's not all
transitions. I
bad.
get it.
It's
I
a
get
great
it.
open. It's a great open. We just got to fix it so it goes in smoothly.
It is.
Yeah.
But there are some things that are worse than that, such as Yates
Wow.
making it just 30 seconds before
30
Okay,
seconds.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
hold on.
Okay.
I want to say something first. We ripped Parker Bell for being late, 10 minutes past late, coming in late all the time, blah, blah, blah. Clinton Yates shows up 30 seconds before we go on the air. Like, I'm a big TV star. Clinton.
30 seconds early is different than 10 minutes past. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's late is late.
I'm sorry.
If you're not
late.
5 minutes early,
The
you're late.
show's okay, Jim Fossil. Relax. Okay. I was here. I'm here. And to that point, I will
You
say,
are here.
for all of those who are listening, I watched 0 seconds of the Dodgers last night. 0. Like not one. Like, you know the difference between 0 and 1? It's like how all binary computers are created. It's like
Right.
a whole system of code. Mine was 0 last night. So sorry. You guys are going to have to tell me about the Dodgers game and what you loved so much about what happened.
It's pretty
me,
amazing.
Greg.
I thought this was the blue review, not the blue review whenever I kind of feel like it. And now your phone's ringing. Like, what is going
Not
on?
mine.
Who
It's
in the
not
world?
mine.
Who starts a
world?
show? Who
That
starts a
was
show
Parker.
with their phone on loud?
That
Parker.
was Parker's. That was not
I'm gonna
me.
just blame
Who
that
am I
one on.
working with here?
What a win.
Am I
What a
working with
win.
amateurs? What is
What
going
a
on?
win. What a win that was. What happened in the Dodgers game last night? Since you've been such a Dodgers reviewer for such a long time, the game.
What is that? I need to hear a little bit more where you're trying to go with that. A Dodger reviewer. I have been a Dodger reviewer for
I know.
a very long
That's where I
time.
met
All right.
you.
Yeah, it was. Exactly. All right. So basically, Bobby Miller pitched okay. He pitched 6 innings. He gave up like 3 hits, 2 runs. It was okay. It was not great. He was getting squared up pretty good, actually. I don't think he pitched that great. With the numbers, fine. But I don't think he pitched that great. And now that's 3 outings in a row when he's getting squared up a little bit. Now he did show, like, he hit some guys. He showed a little bit of something in him. But otherwise, this is a little bit concerning. People are starting to understand who he is as a pitcher. And because of that, his last 3 outings have been bad to not that great.
So
it was a little disappointing.
He went 6. He gave up how many hits?
3 hits.
3. Oh, that's
No,
not
so
bad.
not by the numbers, it's not that bad.
Right.
6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, right? But he was getting squared up consistently. He was walking guys. He hit a guy. The only reason is it wasn't much worse because he threw a pitch, because I forgot who it was from the Tigers, and James Outman made one of the most ridiculous. Oh, we should play it. I think Parker has it. Parker, you got it. Wait a second. So you love
Parker,
the game.
Parker, by the way, who has production bits all over the shop these days. This is what we do.
Come on.
So
I'm
but here
in the back studio, just doing my thing.
You love to play snag, grab, or stab.
Correct.
Tell me what this is.
Okay, let's see it.
Line drive left center field. Outman on the move.
That's a grab.
Superman
That's a grab.
play.
Bases loaded. That was going to clear bases.
If
he misses that
Outman
clears the bases.
saves.
Can I see
That's
it
a
again?
huge grab. Yeah.
that
let's
was
show it again.
amazing.
Can we go?
Let's see this one more
we can't
time.
go non-audio. That's fine. Joe was great on.
We could go non-audio.
But
Let's break this down.
That's a grab. All right,
You should have seen it. I'm going to tell you about what my thoughts were when it happened. Look at this.
Oh, there we go. Non-audio.
Oh.
Look at this. Tracking to his right. Oh.
That was smacked to the gap. That normally falls. And James Outman made a Superman grab to get that. That was incredible. I was sitting there at the game. I jumped out of my seat going crazy. Like, oh my God. High fives everywhere. It was a beautiful, beautiful grab.
Jumped out of his seat.
Jumped out of the seats.
Did you hear that? Look at this. Tracking to his right. Extend. Got it. That's a great play. That's a guy that has learned how to track baseballs in the Dodgers system, is what that is. That was a routine play for him. He's looking it straight into the glove. Tremendous fundamentals there, young players. Look the ball into your glove. Trust me, I learned the hard way at the ESPN 710 softball game.
Yeah, it was. You did learn at the softball game as you missed them.
They hit the glove. They just
did. They just didn't stay in
it. One of those.
But either way, this is what's so impressive about James Outman right now is that he is a rookie, and we've talked about it before, a rookie that started off super hot. Guys figured him out, and he found a way to figure out how to hit, and he did the adjustment to the adjustment in season, which is not very easy to do, as you know. And he's also showing his defensive skills. That a play like that in the postseason will go a long, long way.
The adjustment to the adjustment means we have to ask how the adjustment to your night went last night. You sat in the loge. You were with your friend.
Yep.
You jumped up and high-fived without outing this person by any means, because that's not the point. What was the letter grade on the evening? Dodgers result aside.
The Dodgers result aside, it was terrible. So it was a loss.
Oh,
but
no.
But the night itself, solid A. Solid A. I'm perfectly happy with how the whole night went.
Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't act like that's not a factor. All right, we all like to go out to baseball games and enjoy the time. Parker, am I wrong? This is half the battle when you go to a baseball game. All right?
Parker.
Did you enjoy the time? And I feel like Greg enjoyed the time.
I did.
That's definitely half the battle. I mean, I've had my most fun at these games, the games I've gone to this year, getting my girlfriend of 4 years, more into baseball. So that's like some of the best things that a guy who works in sports could possibly get out of a sporting event is when you get someone you care about to care about what you care about.
Greg, was there any teaching at the ballpark? Did you break out the scorecard? Did you have to explain what a 6-3 putout was? What happened?
No, so I did not have to explain. She is a massive sports fan and knows a lot about both. She's a huge Yankees fan. She's from New York. She's a huge Yankees fan, Giants fan for the football Giants.
She is a football Giants.
She is a Giants fan. It's playing tonight. It's Thursday. They're playing tonight, so she's all excited. She got her Danny Dimes jersey, a whole thing. She actually knows the sport.
Some of us will be talking about this on TV later today, just so you know.
Okay. But no, she knows her stuff. And it was very much the only thing I had to explain to her was like who Bobby Miller was and, why didn't Kike play? And so certain things like that, the intricacies of the Dodgers, but the actual game itself, nothing. I don't have to say a thing.
Did you sit through 9 or did you close the game early?
Nope. Sit through 9. From first pitch, end of the game. She will not leave early in the game.
Oh, so it's a Steve Mason situation.
Yeah. No, she will not leave early.
That's
Steve Mason leaves her. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good. Good. But otherwise, like the game itself I love the atmosphere of Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
I just thought that game was just a little bit disappointing because if Bobby Miller pitches like that in the postseason, he's going to get smacked around because this was the Tigers. They're not very good.
Right.
But he was getting squared up, and if you get squared up against Ronald Acuna, that thing is going around the bases. So it's a little bit concerning. I'm not to the point of like Bobby Miller off the roster, but there's some problems.
Speaking of,
that's why I did it. I wanted to see. That's a professional tease.
That was good. That was really good. So here we go. So we have Ryan Pepio. All checks across the board.
All checks across the board.
Ryan Yarborough, all checks across the board. Lance Lynn, only an X from me. B. Miller, the next on the list. I'm waiting for your thoughts.
Yeah, no, he's on the roster. He's probably the number 1 starter.
Parker goes first. What are your thoughts on Bobby Miller as a postseason player?
100% on the roster. And although he was getting dinged up a little bit, and there may be some, he's pitched the most innings out of all of the pitchers, correct?
Correct. I'd have to. Is it? God, he was brought up on when he shouldn't have been. That's crazy.
Again.
Yeah. And he put up 180 innings in the minors. So I mean, this guy's been.
Look at Parker with the friggin' Tulsa and Oklahoma City details.
Look at that.
Down on the farm report. Have you ever been, by the way? Sidebar. Have you ever been to Brickashaw Bricktown Ballpark where the Oklahoma City Dodgers play?
No.
I've never had the honor.
I've been to Oklahoma one time in my life.
Some of us have been to that ballpark, and by some of us, I mean me.
There's only 3 of us, and we said we hadn't been there, so it has to been you.
It is the best ballpark in the minor leagues. It could be a big league ballpark tomorrow if they wanted it to be.
Oh, crazy.
That's how good it is.
Wow.
If you're wondering why Dodgers players are acclimated to big league play as soon as they get to the bigs, it's because the minor league system is that good. They give them real food, they play in real ballparks, and they treat them like real people. That's it. It's not much more complicated than that, instruction aside. It's amazing how that works wonders. Ask your boys, the Angels, Parker.
No.
Anyway.
Hey,
So I've been to Oklahoma one time. It was for my cousin's wedding. And at one point, we were walking by, and there was just 2 people talking. And he goes, "The only thing from California is fruits and nuts." And I was like, "All right, that's where we are on this. Got it. Okay, okay,
okay. I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, it's been. I'm talking about like apples.
No, I get.
And
I
pecans.
sure.
of course, of course.
Right.
So Bobby Miller.
Some might be fruits. Some might be nuts. Some might be both.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Parker.
And also,
Bobby
Miller has 113 innings pitched, and Clayton Kershaw has 121.
121. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. But he's putting up over 6 innings at least the last 3 or 4 outings. So,
Which is what matters. Which is
innings,
why
exactly.
I asked about what your time was versus what you saw. Did you watch an innings eater? Did you watch a guy struggle? And that's important to what this team is doing. And again, apologies, kiddos. I didn't watch the game last night. It happens. But my point is that my esteemed colleagues, did I point the right way? Look at that. I pointed the right way.
Boom.
Greg and, of course, Parker. There are certain things about baseball seasons that you understand as trends. And if what you saw in the trend yesterday, Greg, was a problem, please tell us, because it doesn't seem like it was.
No, again, it wasn't. The numbers aren't a problem. Everything looks like it's fine, but he did have a couple walks, and he hit a guy too. And when the ball was getting squared up, that's what the issue is. He was being hit hard. Maybe sometimes it was being hit hard at somebody, but that's why the hard hit rate is the thing for a lot of these guys, that when they're going to get a hold of it against a better team, against the team like the Phillies, when they're hot, because they're hot right now, those balls are going to hit gaps. Against the Braves, those balls are going to hit gaps or go over the fence. Did not look good, and maybe he is getting a little bit tired. It's very possible. You're putting up I don't know why you're doing that. You got X's all the way across. Yeah, check.
I'm a check on Miller. Okay.
He's absolutely a check. He's absolutely a check, but it was a little bit concerning. That's now 3 in a row. He's innings eating. He's doing what you need to do there, but he's giving up runs. He's walking guys. There's things that right now you can get away with, but in the postseason you can't. So it's a little concerning.
Parker, what hat are you wearing today?
So this will be the Vin one.
Yeah,
I know
come on, that's the
maybe
Vinny.
some of the day one Blue Review they might have seen this before, but yeah, you got to rock Vin any chance you get. I mean, Greg rocks it every single day.
I don't have a choice.
He has no choice in the matter.
It's always there. Vin's always with me at all times.
See how I set you guys up to show your stuff? This is what I did.
You had no idea what you were doing. Stop it.
I knew exactly what I was doing. It's the story of my life.
But there's also another thing. There's another thing, Clint,
Yes.
that you need to know. And I don't really understand it. I didn't even look deeply into it. Maybe you have, Parker. But Evan Phillips pitched the 8th inning down 4-2. And Brusdar Gatterall came in the 9th and pitched. Why did Evan Phillips, your closer, come into a game?
What were the
8th?
matchups?
But I don't know if he's pitched in a couple of days and they just need to get him some work. There could have been a couple different things that were going on there, but it didn't matter. You were losing, and you're putting your closer into a game in his not his normal position in the 8th inning. And we're all assuming he's the closer, and I have complete confidence that he's going to be a good closer in the playoffs.
Sure, but what's your issue with any of this? Like, what's the problem?
Why is he pitching in the 8th inning of a game you're not winning?
I think your work point probably makes sense. Let's think about it. I mean, has he thrown in this series?
I'm not sure. I don't remember what he pitched.
No,
if he pitched.
He hasn't. I know the answer to that. And that's what I'm saying.
No.
Like, he hasn't.
So he needed to pitch, sure. But then why in a different position? I mean, let him pitch. You have to pitch the 9th. No matter what, you have to pitch ninth.
The ninth has to be pitched. Are you
Yes.
saying that he should not have been in the eighth?
You have to, and this is what your role is going to be. This is who you are. You
Parker,
should need to be
start the conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
I'm joking, but like, I mean, guys are getting spaces. What did we talk about yesterday? Guys are going to get spaces in different spots as part of how we operate. And by we, I mean the Dodgers front office operates, the pitching rotation. I don't know. I just feel like that's what I talked about when I said, hey, you got to figure out what these guys can do. Like, if we're going to be going starters, openers, maybe this, maybe that, bullpen games, you need to know matchup-wise who can do what against whom. I don't care if it's the Tigers. You know what I'm saying? The Tigers are dog-ass. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me for not cursing. I wish I could. But, like, you've got to figure out who can do what where. And I think this was a perfect game to make a situation where you say, all right, we'll sort it out.
See, I agree with a lot of that, but I don't agree with it when it comes to Evan Phillips. I want him only in the ninth at this point. Like that, he's not the fireman role that Blake Trinan was. That was
sure.
I love that role for Blake Trinan, and it was Evan Phillips last year. He was the fireman role, so he understands how to do it. But now you have him in a situation where he's going to be the closer, and you need him healthy to be able to do that and be pitching well and in the ninth inning. Like it's a different mindset. I don't care what anybody says. A closer coming into a game when you are losing or in a different position is a different mindset. Closing a game is different. It happened with Kenley Jansen all the time. He was a nails closer, but if you brought him in an inning early, or if it's when they were a tie game or they were losing, he blew up. It happened every
but we're not
single time.
Use Kenley Jansen as our lone data point for how to manage pitchers late in the bullpen.
Any closer is that like that. If he is your closer, ninth inning is where he belongs.
Where he belongs, but that's not the only place that they can exist. I get it. Like, you might need, if you're playing bullpen games, you might need a couple 2-inning saves. These are things that are on the table execution-wise from a baseball standpoint. I don't hate it.
Okay, yes. Again, I would agree with you if he pitched the eighth and the ninth. He pitched the eighth only and then brought somebody else in the ninth. If he would have pitched just the ninth, if it was swapped, how was it supposed? Usually it would be Brizdar in the eighth and Phillips in the ninth. That makes sense to me. But to have him come in the eighth, I was like, what is going on here? Why is Evan Phillips coming in the eighth inning in a game they're losing? It just isn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't compute.
You don't like Brizdar Gratterall as the closer.
All right, that's it. Thanks so much.
Am I wrong? You don't like Brizdar Gratterall?
No, because Evan Phillips.
You
is
hate
closer.
his mom. You hate
no. Don't stop that.
Stop
that. There's no win when people do that. There's no win. So you stop that right now.
I'm joking. Greg is a great guy and a family guy.
I am a family guy. I love my daughter more than anything in this world. So
he's got tattoos of his family on his body. So
it's true. Okay. It's absolutely true.
All
right, Parker, close us out.
Hey, thank you to Greg Bergman and Clinton Yates for another edition of Blue Review. I've been Parker Bell.
I'll see you guys later today.
Don't forget, Clinton, that the Blue Review is presented by Los Angeles.
You think
International
I forgot?
Airport.
You think I forgot? I didn't forget.
Hire LAX creates life-changing career opportunities for LA residents, and for more information, when you're done with the Blue Review, go ahead and check out Hire LAX on Eventbrite. That's right. Check out that list, guys.
Post-season pitching roster. That's where it is. Goodbye.